The world was captivated by a young European prince who, after a traumatic accident, fell silent. He was physically unharmed, but he refused to speak to anyone. Specialists from around the globe tried every therapy, but nothing worked. The palace grew somber, hope fading as doctors whispered of institutional care. The prince became a ghost in his own life, his silence echoing through royal halls. Yet, in the hospital, a different kind of care was unfolding. Lito, a Filipino nurse, wasn't there to cure, but to care. He greeted the prince each morning with a gentle, "Good morning, sir. It's a beautiful day today." Lito didn't expect a response. He simply spoke with warmth and kindness. He shared stories of his childhood, the birds outside, and the weather, filling the silence with gentle presence. While experts left defeated, Lito remained, offering simple human connection. He saw not a case, but a young man lost in loneliness. Lito's approach was unassuming, no pressure, just kindness. He treated the prince as a person, not a problem. Day after day, he brought light into the prince's world with his melodic, comforting voice. The world's best had failed, but Lito's quiet persistence was about to make a difference. In the quiet of that hospital room, something was changing. Lito's presence was a lifeline, his words a gentle bridge. He didn't seek a miracle, he simply offered himself. The prince's silence was met not with frustration, but with understanding. Lito's care was steady, his empathy unwavering. He filled the void with stories, laughter, and hope. In being himself, Lito was about to change everything. Sometimes, the softest voice can reach where all others fail, and in that silence, a new kind of healing began. Lito's way of speaking is part of a global phenomenon, Filipino English. Once dismissed as a dialect, it's now recognized for its emotional intelligence and warmth. Filipino English isn't about perfect grammar, it's about connection and empathy. It grew quietly, shaped by classrooms, homes, and an industry that would showcase its power. Customer service. This English is clear, gentle, and prioritizes understanding over complexity. It's less about asserting, more about making others feel heard. In a noisy, divided world, Filipino English is a bridge. It's a language transformed by a nation's resilience and spirit. Filipinos didn't just learn English, they made it their own. This blend of precision and empathy is setting a new global standard. Communication is no longer just about information, it's about trust and kindness. Filipino English is a quiet force, changing how we connect. Its impact is profound, proving the softest voice can speak the loudest. And it's being felt in the most unexpected places. Filipino English has deep roots in history. After the Spanish-American War, the U.S. made English the language of education and government in the Philippines. American teachers, the Thomasites, built a school system to create a new generation fluent in English. But Filipinos didn't just adopt English, they adapted it. They blended it with local languages, softening its edges and infusing it with their own sensibilities. The result was a uniquely Filipino English, shaped by respect and harmony. It became a bridge between Western influence and Filipino identity. Today, English is spoken everywhere in the Philippines, but it carries a distinct melody and politeness. It's no longer just a colonial language, it's owned and remade. Filipino English is not just an accent, it's a language with its own heart. Its history explains why it's so much more than words. It's a testament to cultural resilience and connection. And it's now a message of warmth for the world. What sets Filipino English apart? First, its clarity. Filipinos are taught to speak clearly, making their English easy to understand worldwide. It avoids slang and rapid delivery, favoring accessibility. There's a gentle musical rhythm, softer, more inviting. Politeness is woven in, with sir and ma'am creating respect and ease. Requests are gentle, disagreements handled with care. Empathy is the secret ingredient. Filipino English mirrors emotions and offers genuine understanding. Phrases like, "I'm here to help you" are heartfelt, not scripted. This blend of clarity, musicality, politeness, and empathy turns every conversation into a connection. It's a powerful tool for our interconnected world. The world discovered Filipino English through the call center boom. Companies outsourced customer service to the Philippines, drawn by more than just cost. Customers felt heard and helped, thanks to the clarity and empathy of Filipino agents. The Philippines became the call center capital of the world. Filipino English excelled in high-stress situations, turning angry callers into satisfied customers. Agents didn't just follow scripts, they offered real understanding. This industry proved Filipino English's commercial and emotional power. Major brands moved operations to the Philippines, seeking not just service, but empathy. Filipino agents became the friendly voice of global business. The call center boom gave the nation pride in its linguistic identity. Filipino English was no longer local, it was a global asset. Connection became as valuable as cost. The world was now calling and listening to a new voice. Filipino English soon shaped global education. As demand for English learning soared, Filipino teachers became the world's tutors. Their clear, neutral English and nurturing style made lessons encouraging, not intimidating. Students thrived under their patient guidance, gaining confidence to speak. Filipino teachers praised effort, gently corrected mistakes, and celebrated progress. Their approach, rooted in empathy, created safe spaces for learning. Students learned more than grammar, they learned connection and respect. Filipino teachers exported not just language, but a compassionate way of communicating. They built bridges, one student at a time. A generation now learns English with Filipino warmth. The impact is global and deeply human. Filipino English is now a familiar sound in global media. Its clarity and warmth make it ideal for voiceovers, animation, and documentaries. Filipino voice actors are sought after for their friendly, trustworthy tone. Their voices guide, inform, and entertain audiences worldwide. This shift marks Filipino English's move from service to creativity. It normalizes and legitimizes this accent on a global scale. The Filipino diaspora and creators on social media spread this style even further. Filipino English breaks down old language hierarchies, making English more inclusive. It's now the voice of stories, laughter, and connection across continents. Filipino English is becoming the soundtrack of our globalized world. Filipino English is shaped by deep cultural values. Pakikisama, getting along, fosters polite diplomatic speech. Kapwa, shared identity, creates empathy and genuine connection. Respect for elders and authority is shown through titles like Sir, Ma'am, Po, and Opo. These aren't just formalities, they reinforce humility and service. Filipino English is built on good manners in community. Communication is about building consensus, not winning arguments. The language is a vessel for Filipino culture, prioritizing harmony and trust. This context explains why Filipino English heals divides and builds bridges. It's more than words, it's a way of connecting the world. Back in the hospital, Lito's approach was different. He saw the prince not as a case, but as a fellow human. Lito offered presence, not pressure, sharing stories, warmth, and his gentle Filipino English. He never asked the prince to speak, just filled the silence with kindness. He practiced pakikipagkapwa, building connection, not demanding results. One day, as Lito recalled learning to ride a bike, the prince whispered, "I fell too." Lito smiled, replying, "But we can get up, sir." It was the breakthrough everyone had hoped for. The prince's voice returned, not through medicine, but through empathy. Lito's relentless kindness succeeded where experts failed. The story became a legend, a testament to compassionate communication. Filipino English, with its soul of harmony and empathy, had given someone their voice back. It wasn't about fixing, but connecting. Lito's story showed the world the healing power of a gentle voice. Sometimes, the greatest breakthroughs come from simple acts of kindness. The prince's recovery was a quiet revolution. It proved that connection can heal where expertise cannot. Lito's voice became a symbol of hope. The world took notice. Filipino English had shown its true power. In the end, it was empathy that made all the difference. The prince found his voice, and the world found a new way to speak. Healing, it turns out, begins with connection. The Prince and Lito's story is more than a miracle, it's a metaphor. Filipino English is offering the world a new standard kindness in communication. In an age of division and digital noise, people crave empathy and connection. Filipino English is clear, warm, and deeply human. A model for our times. Its global success proves empathy is a powerful tool, not just a soft skill. The world is learning that how we speak matters as much as what we say. Filipino English shows us to prioritize connection over correction. It's about understanding before being understood, respect before rebuttal. This is not just a trend, but a shift in global consciousness. Listen for Filipino English. It's more than an accent. It's a philosophy. It's the sound of empathy, the voice of connection. In a fractured world, it's a quiet revolution of kindness. Sometimes, the most profound change begins with a gentle word.